Aloha kako and welcome to Miss Happy Mess. I'm Kimberly Rose and I'm so excited to be here with Miss Janel Parrish. Yay!
Thanks for having me.
We have known each other for a very long time.
Oh my gosh, like 17 years maybe.
I think so.
Wow.
It was, we were on a little indie that could.
Yes.
And it was before Pretty Little Liars.
Yes, right before.
It was before To All the Boys I Loved Before and XO Kitty. And we've stayed in touch often for decades.
I mean, yeah, it's been so long. I was your bratty little sister.
I know.
And now here I am.
Oh
with
my
you.
goodness. But like I've been watching you and I saw, I mean, first of all, I've been seeing your amazing life and this performance on The Masked Singer.
Oh my
Your
gosh.
reveal was so fabulous.
Thank you.
And then honestly, when I saw your battle with endometriosis, how brave you were with your transparency, and then also kind of just learning about your self-advocacy of like how you had to take over your health and how that changed. I just knew we had to catch up.
Yeah.
It has been so long and we need to talk about
Absolutely.
all of it.
Let's talk about all the things. Let's go.
Okay, let's dive in. Let's just get the big one.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, tell
let's
me
do it.
about, it's scary. I have a hard time even saying it because I love you so much.
Oh my goodness.
Stage 4 endometriosis.
Yes.
What does that mean?
You know, oh boy. When I got diagnosed 2 years ago, I had never heard that word ever. I don't even know what it was.
I've heard it, but I don't.
It's so rarely talked about, which is why I decided to talk about it, because when I got diagnosed, there was so little information about what endometriosis is. And if you Google it, it actually isn't even the right definition. There's actually a lot of misinformation about what endo is. Wow. It'll tell you that it's like a menstruation disorder, and it's not. It's actually a full body inflammatory disease that 1 in 8 women, as we know, have it.
Oh my God.
It's really, really hard to get diagnosed. You can only get diagnosed through exploratory surgery. There's no test for it, and there's no cure.
Wait, so how did you know if, I mean,
Yeah.
I know it was a long journey.
Yeah.
But how do you even start to know that might be something?
So I was actually one of the luckier ones. A lot of women have an even longer journey than I did. A lot of women will go decades without getting a diagnosis.
I read when I was preparing and trying to research it, I read that most women are not diagnosed
for at least 10 years.
For at least 10 years.
Yeah.
That breaks my heart.
It's awful. It's really, really awful because there is no test. And a lot of times when you go into a doctor, they'll minimize it as just period pain. You just have bad period pain. The thing about endometriosis is it manifests itself in women in different ways. Every woman, it kind of shows up for them differently. I have stage 4 endo, but it was growing very silently in me for years before I felt any kind of pain. But I've spoken to people who have stage 1 endometriosis, and they're in debilitating pain every single day.
Wow.
It doesn't make sense, and they don't know why. They don't know why that is.
It's mind-blowing to me that more research has not been done on a disease that affects 1 out of 8 women.
I know, as far as we know, probably, and it's one of the leading causes of infertility as well. So with my story, what had happened was my ex-husband and I, we were trying to have kids, and it wasn't happening. I had no pain, but I did have quite a bit of bloating all the time, and it was like a hard protrusion in my lower belly, which they now call endo belly, which sounds really cute.
It does.
It sounds a lot cuter than it is.
I know bloating, and it's not cute.
Yeah, no, it was painful, and no matter, and I gained 10 pounds, and I couldn't figure out how to lose it. And it was just always like a very hard, kind of like a little like a cute little Buddha statue, like a little Buddha belly, just in that one spot.
But it was painful.
But painful. Well, no, not pain, but hard to the touch.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hard to the touch.
Okay.
And that was my first symptom, but I didn't know it. And I just thought, I'm just getting older. I'm carrying weight in different places, But then once we decided to start trying for kids, I got off my birth control. And that's when the pain hit. So a lot of times they'll say with endo, your birth control will mask the symptoms.
I see.
Doctors will also tell you that it treats the symptoms. It's not true. It will just mask it.
Also, I mean, didn't one of your doctors tell you to get pregnant?
Yes. So I had the
treat the disease.
It's wild. So the pain came on. They bounced me around. They couldn't figure out what it was. I went to a bunch of different specialists. I got MRIs. They couldn't see it on the MRI. They thought it was ovarian cancer.
Oh gosh.
Then I went to a gyno-oncologist. He didn't know what it was, and he was like, "I can't tell till I cut you open." And worst case scenario, you have ovarian cancer, and I'll take everything out. Best case scenario, it's probably stage 4 endometriosis. And I was like,
you went into surgery with those two options?
Yeah. And when I woke up, thank God, I still had everything and it wasn't cancerous. Like it could always be worse, right?
Yeah.
But it was stage 4 endometriosis and I didn't know what it was. And so he had put me on this hormone suppressant to kind of like, he had told me to treat the endo for 6 months. It put me into medical menopause.
What?
Trying to work through that was pretty wild. I would get hot flashes about every 8 minutes.
And girl, you're not anywhere near menopause.
No.
You are way too young for even any of those symptoms.
But I was told that those symptoms would be like that the side effects would be worth it because it would treat my endo. And I remember trying to work on set and my makeup would be running down my face and my makeup artist would come up to me and be like, "What's happening?" And I had to tell her about the medicine. And she was like, "Just so you know, this is nothing like real menopause. Like you're getting them every 7 minutes." Like my face would turn red.
You were getting hot flashes every 7 minutes?
7 to 8 minutes. Yeah. And like sweating my makeup off. And so I was like, but it'll be worth it because it's treating my endo.
Oh God.
And then 6 months later, some symptoms started coming back. And they did an ultrasound and he found that the endo had not only started growing back, it was worse than the first time. And so I was like, what about the medicine?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know, this is weird, but you know what? You should just go get pregnant because there's no better treatment for for endometriosis than pregnancy. What? And I was furious. And it didn't even matter that we had been trying for 2 years. Just the fact that this male doctor is telling me that the way to possibly cure this disease with no cure, to treat it, is just for me to go get pregnant. It made me so angry.
Yeah.
And it didn't sound right. And he was like, maybe go do IVF. And I said, but that doesn't sound right, doctor, because you said that
hormones.
You said that estrogen is fuel for endometriosis. So if they give me estrogen, wouldn't it make my endo that's already present worse? So it just didn't sound right. But I'm really grateful because that was what made me angry. And that's what made me go down the rabbit hole of I need to find answers. And that's when I realized there are endometriosis specialists.
Wait,
that I had not been told about.
You already had a surgery and they never said, hey, I'm not a specialist in endometriosis. Maybe you should go to an endo specialist.
No, I never even knew there were one. And there were specialists. And I spoke to 5 endometriosis specialists and they all confirmed I had the wrong surgery. And many women are getting the wrong surgery. They're just burning it off. It's called ablation. That does not get rid of endo.
Oh.
You have to excise it. You have to pull it out like a weed.
Ablation. I've had ablation because I think I had a cyst, and it's literally like a cow prod because it's like the little things and then the wire that goes across, and then they burn it, and then you're like, oh no, we're on fire.
Yeah, we're on fire.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's what you had.
That's what I had the first time, and then I had the hormone suppressant, which I have since learned doesn't do anything but mask it till you get off of it. So the whole time it was growing back with a vengeance. So by the second time I had my surgery in December by a specialist and the correct surgery. It was a 6.5-hour surgery. My surgeon had said it was one of the longest endo surgeries he's had, and he's done thousands of them.
Wow.
And my body was just full of endo. All of my organs were stuck together.
So can you tell me how is endo like? Is it a cyst?
It's tissue. It's tissue that resembles the uterine lining, but it starts growing where it's not supposed to. And doctors have said for years that it only grows in the uterus, but now with new research, they're learning that's not the case. They've found it on so many different organs.
Wow.
They've found it on the brain. They found it in the liver.
What?
It's a full body inflammatory disease.
And I want to reemphasize this is a female disease.
Yes. Only women can get it. Yes.
Which is probably why we don't have very much research on it.
If it was a man's disease, they'd have a little pill they could take and it'd be better. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's still no cure. But what they say is if you have endometriosis, the gold standard for treating it is the excision surgery.
Okay.
So yeah, basically it's tissue that grows and it kind of becomes like glue and it will kind of stick all of your organs together. So appendix had to come out. That thing was deformed with endo. I had a fibroid the size of a softball that was also infected with endo. I had 2 ovarian cysts, both filled with endometrioma, which is the liquid from the endo tissue. And just, everything was completely stuck together. So,
and they're probably like in surgeries, lifting up your liver, lifting up your spleen, checking everywhere for it.
Mm-hmm. I had such extensive endo that they actually had to bring in a general surgeon as well to sort of be there to make sure my organs could be placed back where they were and stitched back together, like on my bladder, rectum, everywhere. Yeah. But I woke up and they said, good news, we were able to get every single bit of endo we could see.
Okay.
So that's the good news. I'm feeling so much better.
Great.
The only thing with stage 4 is because it's the highest level, it most likely will come back and they can't say when or if I'll need it again, the surgery.
Okay.
So it's kind of just like, do what I can.
Wow. So is there any, I know there's no pill, I know there's no test.
Yeah.
Is there anything that helps prevent the growth of it?
So because they've discovered a full body inflammatory disease, the best thing that I can do to control it is to keep inflammation down. So my biggest lifestyle change has been an anti-inflammatory diet.
Got it.
So no gluten, no dairy, the things I love.
Yeah.
Less alcohol.
Yeah.
No sugar.
I love that you said less. You're like,
he said I could have 3 glasses a week.
Less alcohol.
I do.
We're still alive.
He was like 3 glasses a week. I was like, but that's like a Saturday night with my girlfriend. Okay. So less.
You're like,
not none.
No gluten.
No.
Less alcohol.
Yeah. That's important. The wine. She's got to have the wine.
It has antioxidants.
Yes, it really does. It's good for the heart.
Yeah, exactly.
But what my surgeon also said, which I loved, is he was like, you also have to have quality of life.
Yes.
He was like, you have to like live your life. This thing is going to be with you for the rest of your life.
So you have to live
Invite
with
it to tea. Become friends with it.
What does that mean?
What else
Invite it to tea? I love this.
Yeah, that's something that he had said to me and my therapist and I talk about all the time, because I was so angry when I found out about it, because you're just like, what is this? And why did I get the wrong care? Why are we all getting the wrong care? Why are we all getting told the wrong thing?
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know if it's coming back? Like, it's so easy to just be angry about it.
Yeah.
And then him saying that to me and my therapist as well, it's like, this thing is with you. It's now a part of you. So invite it to tea. Become friends with it. It's your body. What else can you do?
Oh my God.
Just give yourself the best life that you can every single day. If it comes back, deal with it then. But you can only control as much as you can control.
Yeah.
So what can I control? I can control what goes in my body. So I'm really trying to stick with the anti-inflammatory diet. But I want to enjoy my life.
Yes.
So when I'm out with my girlfriends, I'll cheat and I'll have my wine and I'll have my pasta. And then the next day it's like, okay, Janelle, get back on it.
Yeah.
You know, lower impact workouts.
Oh, okay. What's the lower impact? My lower impact workout looks like Netflix.
That's a good one. Absolutely. I mean, you're doing a sit up when you get your remote.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and you're turning it down.
And your popcorn. That's a sit up. That's a sit up right
with
there.
My kakimochi.
My your kakimochi. Yes, hurricane popcorn. I love it. No, but I really have had to learn so much about how to keep inflammation down in the body to hopefully slow the growth of it, right? If it's going to grow, it's going to grow. But what can I do
to help?
And so that's important. And so I've learned that the higher impact workouts, like a lot of cardio, running, higher intensity workouts cause inflammation. So it's just lower impact, things that are just more walking, more stretching, weightlifting, but less like jumping.
Got it.
I hate cardio anyway, so it's all good all good, really.
Yeah, totally.
It's a win.
It's a win.
I don't have to run. Oh no.
Your positivity is astounding.
I'm trying.
No, it's so good. You're inviting it to tea. You're looking at the positivity of not running.
I'm trying. There are days.
I mean,
of course there are days. Yesterday I had my 6-month follow-up. It's like every 6 months now. That's kind of the deal. You go in, he'll feel around, see if he feels anything that feels swollen. I will have to get another pelvic MRI because something felt a little off. And there was still a moment where I was like, this is it now. It's like every 6 months I have this anxiety of, shit, is it growing back?
Yeah.
Am I going to have to go through this whole thing again? And then I had to be like, Janelle, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Go have a nice day. Go have a nice dinner. You can go home and sit and cry about it. But like, it's just what you have to do. You're going to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And just turn the night around.
I'm moved.
Thanks.
I mean, this idea of letting it go and living with it I mean, it's a life lesson for so many things. Do you know what I mean? Like your positivity and your kind of movement forward is.
Thank you. And I just like, thank you. And thank you for giving me a place to talk about it, because truly, like, the worst moments were the moments where I was alone in my bed at 3 a.m. in debilitating pain, scouring the internet for any bit of information or stories about what was growing inside of me that my doctor didn't seem to be able to even explain to me.
Yeah.
He didn't really know what it was. He told me that, and I'm hearing that a lot of gynos, they just don't have the newer research. So it's not their fault. But we have to be treated like we deserve better. We do. Our doctors should be told the correct information so that they can point us in the right direction.
Yeah.
So that we can get the help that we need. But I'm sitting there just like, anybody tell me a story. Tell me about what's growing inside of me. Like, I need to learn about it. So for me, I'm like, I will shout it from the rooftops what I've learned if it can help, because I was one of the lucky ones who had one surgery that was wrong.
Right.
I'm hearing so many stories about women who've had 15 to 20 of the wrong surgeries. Every single year, it's growing back. They're getting the surgery again and again before they even learn that there are specialists and that there's excision surgery.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that.
Okay, so everybody, if you are dealing with endometriosis, if you are thinking that some of these symptoms seem relevant to what you're feeling, if you're in pain and your doctor's not able to diagnose it,
please go see an endometriosis specialist. Talk to them. A lot of them will do free consultations. Get the information.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our gynos, it's not even their fault, but they're not getting the updated information, the updated research.
I want to blame somebody though. I feel like a doctor, if you're an OBGYN or you're a GYN, it is your responsibility. If it's 1 in 8 women,
it's crazy.
I mean, and their specialty is our hoo-has and our uteruses.
And they're all being told to go get pregnant. And we're being told that that's the best treatment for endo. That's not true. There are many, many, many stories of women whose endo come back worse than ever after pregnancy.
Oh my God.
But if we know how to manage it and we know where to go if we need the surgery again, then, I mean, we just need to know where to go and what to do to get help.
Yeah.
Instead of getting stuck in this loop of getting told the wrong information, getting the wrong surgery, getting put on progesterone and Orilissa and all these medicines that give us horrible side effects, first of all, and don't even stop the growth.
No, and I heard that it lowers your follicle rates. I mean, it really has like an impact on your entire hormone level, and it's not doing anything for you. And sometime on Alyssa, you can't get your levels back up again.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Yeah, it was crazy.
And this image of you being alone at night scrolling.
Oh yeah.
I can relate to this. For other medical reasons, right?
Yes.
Like I think I'm perimenopause, right? And oh my God, last week I went to see a GYN, and I came in and I was like, I'm gaining weight, I'm having hair loss, I'm moody, I'm snappy, I have brain fog. Like, I'm being told by the people in my life, are you paying attention? Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Goodness.
And I'm like, and I have, and I'm having sweats at night, not all the time, but I wake up and my bed is drenched.
Oh.
And the lady turned to me and said, no.
I'm going to hate this.
She just turned to me and I said, so I think I'm perimenopause. She said, no. I said, what do you mean no? It was my first time meeting her.
No period.
Just said no period.
Oh, cool.
Like as if
That's
I
very
was
informative and helpful.
6 and she was my dad.
No. Young lady.
Exactly. No, you won't.
How dare you even think that?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't think you know my name. I don't think you took my blood pressure.
What do you mean no?
No.
I just told you.
Yeah. So this idea, because I have also been up at night scrolling and looking for
answers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is why
so isolating, isn't it?
It is so isolating. It's so isolating. And the thing is, it's crazy. We're not alone.
Yeah, I know.
There's all of us women are out here dealing with different medical problems. Yeah. And I just want people to know we're not alone. You're not alone.
And getting their pain minimized.
Yes.
Like, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Getting gaslit into believing, no.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You probably just made that up.
Yeah.
Or no, it just sounds like bad period pain. No, we know when something is wrong with our body. We know when something is off. Because I went and I saw the CAT scans and I saw the ultrasounds, and they were like, we see a fibroid, that's it. And I'm like, something's wrong with me. I know it.
Yeah.
And for women who have to do that for decades without getting taken seriously, my heart breaks for them.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
100%. Yeah.
It's not okay.
And if your personality is not one that you're going to fight,
Yeah.
because everybody has different personalities, right?
Yeah.
Or if your personality is somebody that you do defer and you respect authority,
Yeah.
and your doctor tells you,
You know,
no, then sometimes those types of personalities say, well, that's the expert. I trust the expert.
and that's what's crazy. We're supposed to trust our doctors. And I have to say on that note, and I never even thought about this until this moment. This is like a therapy session. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, I love it.
It's really coming out. I never thought I would have the personality to fight. I was always the person that went, okay, yes, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, that makes sense. I never thought I would be one to go, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I need to go do my research.
Yeah.
Until this endo thing.
Yeah.
And that is something that I discovered about myself, is that I do have that fight, and I do have that power, that strength to go, no,
Yeah.
this doesn't sound right. I will go searching for answers. And I'm so glad I uncovered that part of me. And I do thank endo for that, because it showed me how much stronger I am than I even knew I could be.
Because honestly, there is no better person to fight for than for you.
But I was never that way until recently.
It's amazing. No, it's great.
I mean, I'm so grateful.
I love
that I discovered this about myself.
Yes.
But now I'm in my era of like, no, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
No, I will not accept that. I will not accept less than what I know I deserve.
100%.
And I think that is a positive way that endo has changed my life.
You and the
given
positivity.
me a fire.
You're
I'm trying. We got to find it somewhere, you know?
No, I love it. I love it. You're not letting it roll over you or, consume you.
Yeah.
When did you decide to go public?
Pretty much immediately after my first surgery.
Okay.
I thought about it for a second. I was like, it feels very vulnerable to do this, to be like, hey, this is happening. But I just kept thinking about those. I mean, it was every single night. Every single night the pain would hit around like midnight and carry me until about 5 a.m. And I would just be in the guest bedroom by myself because I didn't want to wake up my ex. And I would just be in a ball on my side, like crying, being like, what? Like out loud, being like, what is this? Why is this happening? And just scrolling, being like ChatGPT, just like stabbing electrical pain in right ovary, like just typing it out and getting conflicting answers every single time.
Wow.
And so for me, once I found the Reddit rabbit hole of endo and started seeing women telling their stories unfiltered, and was like, oh my God, yes, this is what I felt. I feel seen.
Yeah.
I was like, well, then I have to try to help.
Yeah.
I have to try to like get the word out, because there's probably so many other women who are doing the same thing as me at 3 a.m. being like, what is this?
Yeah.
And not being told by their doctors what it is. And then once I posted it, I was so scared. I didn't want people to be like annoyed or think that like, I don't know. It just feels like I didn't want it to feel or seem self-indulgent, right? That I didn't want it to be like, feel sorry for me, I'm going through this thing. And I was kind of scared about that, And all the comments were just so loving and supporting, and women telling their stories and being like, this was my story, this sounds like me. Like, I don't know, I just felt such a like sisterhood.
Yeah.
In the comments of like women being like, same.
Yeah.
I'm an endo sister too.
Yeah.
And it kind of gave me strength. I'm like, I'd read their stories and be like, if they could get through that, I could get through this.
Right. And then it's probably the same back at you. They're reading your thing and they're like, if she can get through it, I can get through it.
Felt really good. And then I was like, I'm really glad that I overcame that like insecurity and that fear and said something, because I do think like women are so strong.
Yeah.
But we're not told that a lot.
No.
But if we can tell each other or remind each other, like, we got this,
Yeah.
then it gives us the power to advocate for ourselves.
Yeah. You are so strong.
Thank you. You are so strong.
You're so strong. I am so, I'm so proud of you for overcoming the fear of being like, I don't want people to think I'm being indulgent. It's an interesting place that's where our minds would go, right?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden we're ashamed of being in pain and we're ashamed of an illness.
Yeah, I know. And I think it's like, we don't talk about women's health a lot. We're sort of like taught in school, like it's embarrassing to get your period. And, you're like, do you have a tampon?
Yeah.
It's like, oh no. And so I think it's just that is kind of ingrained in us as women, unfortunately, from just being, kids.
Yeah.
But the last thing that I wanted was for it to seem like everybody like make me feel better about this thing that I have. It was like, no, like I'm here. You're here. We got this. Sound off in the stories. Let's help each other. Share your information. I'll share mine. Like, let's be, a source for each other.
Yeah.
And it made me so happy that it did become that. And that made me really happy.
I mean, and it's the best. I think it's the highest form of using your celebrity, because you're using a platform that is often used in so many gross ways to build a community where women are seen and heard and feel comfortable because you were vulnerable first.
I'm really glad that that's what it was.
And so they were able to reciprocate and be vulnerable back. Yeah. And I feel like that's the highest form of social media in that way,
Thank you.
So it takes somebody to be really brave to be vulnerable so other people can be vulnerable.
Well, and they were also so loving and receiving of me telling my vulnerable story, which I'm very grateful for too.
Yeah.
Because I was scared to share it. And they made me feel so loved and seen and heard and appreciated. And that's given me the fuel to keep sharing about it more and more and do this endometriosis documentary that I just did.
Oh, you did?
I did, yes. It's called End of the Cycle.
Okay.
It's 6 of us women, a lot of us actresses, Julianne Hough, Amy Schumer, myself, Brittany Brown, the Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
And we're sharing our endo stories. And
wait, when is that coming out?
It's out. You can watch it for free on endocollective.org.
Okay.
And we also talk about Marilyn Monroe and how she had endometriosis.
Did she?
She did, very, very quietly.
I had no idea.
She was in pain every single day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy. And how, I know you're inviting it to tea. I know you're living with it. Before maybe you were inviting it to tea, how did it change your life? Like, did it change your perspective on how things are going, what your future would be? Did it change you?
Yeah. I'm a very different person now than I was 2 years ago when I got the diagnosis, even 6 months ago when I got my second surgery. I think, I did very much fall apart. There were very much days where I could not get off the couch. Because I was so scared. The number one thing was the fear of like, why can nobody tell me if it's ever going to come back again? Like, and if it does, when? And nobody can tell me that. And I would ruminate on that. And I would just spend so much time worrying about when or if it's coming back.
Right.
And through the help of like friends and family and my therapist and even my surgeon, who when I found him, like he's such an angel person, and he told me so much about the disease and just like getting the information about it and what I can do to help myself.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot, but what I can do.
Right.
I just was sort of like, I can just kind of like every single day put myself in the worst possible mentality of just being like, why me? Why me? I'm so mad. When's it coming back? Or I can just accept it and say, all right, well, this is a part of me now. I will overcome it. And I feel like such a stronger person because of that. And I think it changes the way I walk through life now because I know that I can overcome it. I have. I've overcome 2 surgeries. I've overcome the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I wake up every day knowing this thing will probably come back and I'll have to do it again. But now I just sort of go, I can do it. I've done it before. And I don't know, it kind of, I think you and I were kind of chatting about like how when things like this happen, it really sort of, you zoom out a little bit and you're like, oh, wow. Like there are so many unexpected things that can happen in your life.
Yeah.
And we have one, and I want to live it to the fullest.
We have one life.
I could sit on the couch in a ball every single day and be like, poor me. And there will be days I do that.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll give myself a day where I'm just like, I'm going to feel sorry for myself today.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to live my life as authentically and follow my joy as best I can and take care of me as best I can. And whatever else happens here, if this happens, is out of my control, I'll deal with it because there's no other choice.
Yeah. You got to keep going.
And I think it shows you, like, I've just really been so grateful for the people in my life who have been my support system. Like, a support system is everything.
Yeah.
And I think it really shows you, like, who's there for you and what kind of love and support you need when you're going through something difficult.
Yeah. I feel like when something big like that happens, the real people, your real ride or dies show up. And the people who might have seemed like it, they're not there.
Exactly. And I think for me, I'm very much at a place in my life after everything there where I'm like, I can take care of myself. I've had to learn how. And I'm kind of only going to surround myself now with people who I know like can take care of me in the same way.
Yeah.
With the same kind of like care and love and support, you know.
No more towing somebody behind you.
No.
We're shaking dead weight.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're putting ourselves first. We're putting our happiness first.
Yes.
And I think that is something that I really learned after endo, after so much like sadness and anger and anxiety and just trying to like be okay every day. I'm like, I get to put my happiness first, and I'm excited about that.
That's great.
It feels really good.
And how about your career? I mean, because you've had a full career, and I know you've been working, you know, the entire time.
Yeah.
Has it affected shooting? Did it affect any of your jobs?
Yes, that was hard. The first time right before my first surgery, when I didn't even know what it was yet, the pain was so crazy. And I was shooting an episode of Exo Kitty, and I flew to Korea 15 hours, and my heating pad died halfway through the flight. And I was like, oh, this is the only thing that's helping the pain. Oh, no. And so getting through that was rough. And then I remember a 15-hour day on set, and was popping all they'll give you for endo if you go to the urgent care is they'll give you extra strength Tylenol, but it doesn't really do anything.
From like
when
CVS? Extra strength?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Really?
It doesn't really do anything. And so I was just trying to stay on my schedule, and I was making it through the day, and I was like, I'm okay. And then hour like 10 hit, and it was just like I was doubled over, face turned white, and there was a hairstylist on set that came up to me and said, your face is white. Are you okay? And I told her, I think I have endo, and she was like, me too. I'll take care of you. And she went and like got the set medic and got me like a stick-on heating pad and like held my hand through it. I mean, the solidarity, like the sisterhood.
Wow.
It's amazing. But yeah, trying to get through that. And there have been times, but right before my second surgery where the fatigue was like really hitting. The fatigue is crazy when you have all this inflammation. I remember I could barely keep my eyes open like halfway through the day. And I was like, oh, I still have so many scenes.
While you were on set, you were feeling like that.
Yeah. But again, you get through it.
Yeah.
And I think, again, it's like I know now that I can get through these things.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, that sucks. But you know what? I've done it. I'll do it again if I have to.
And I want to give a little shout out to hair and makeup because I feel like predominantly the women in hair and makeup are always like the first line of defense.
Always.
For emotional care on set.
Yes, truly.
Right?
Truly.
Like our ladies in hair and makeup, you guys are unsung heroes that are keeping
MVPs.
those sets going.
MVPs, they're like our therapists. It's always a safe place to like talk about whatever you need. They'll hold your hand. Like they make sure we're feeling good in our bodies and like in our emotions. They're just the best. Always.
And I imagine they're hearing so many different things. And and the level of empathy and sympathy and care is
always
amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, so we love you, hair and makeup.
We love you guys.
Wow. But you kept going. And did you ever feel like it would affect your career in any way? Like you would get backlash in terms of that?
Didn't think it would affect my career. I didn't think that, no. And I'm very glad about that. That would be wild,
Right.
you know, I mean, anyway. No, I didn't think that it would affect my career. It was more just like I wanted to make sure that people knew the reason I was putting it out was to hopefully help.
You're an advocate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And to make them feel seen and heard and understood, like I did when I went down the Reddit rabbit hole reading about endo.
Yeah.
You know, and how angry I was when I learned that we were getting told the wrong information.
Stuff.
I was so angry. And I really let it out on TikTok. Yeah. There are some TikToks of me being like, I'm mad. Are you mad? And everybody's like, I'm mad.
I need to find you. I'm not on TikTok, so I have to look for those.
And then so many women writing and being like, I was also told to just get pregnant. What the hell is that?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
That's fucked up.
It really is.
So then speaking of that advocacy, right? Like you said you weren't necessarily the personality who would question authority.
Yeah.
And you weren't the personality who necessarily was like, no, I'm not accepting that.
Yeah. That was kind of a surprise to me, to be honest.
Right? And I understand that it's because of what you were going through.
Yeah.
But how do you present differently now, do you feel like?
I do. I really, really do. I think something about me that all my friends and family would say about me is that I'm a people pleaser to my detriment sometimes. And I do think that that is something that is kind of ingrained in us women growing up.
Especially from Hawaii.
Yes. Smile, be polite, just say yes.
Yeah.
Just agree. And there are so many times where I have abandoned myself to make somebody else happy. And I've just gone, okay. And then later on I go, why did I say yes to that? Why did I do that? Now I'm miserable. Now that wasn't in my best interest so many times.
Yeah, me too.
But I would do it over and over again, right? Just that pattern of just say yes, be agreeable. And something happened in me when I heard that not only was my endo back, but it was worse than ever. And then this doctor's just like, very casually, by the way, yeah, you know, it doesn't excite me enough to do another surgery. That's a direct quote.
What?
It doesn't excite me enough to do.
Is this fucking entertainment?
It's growing back. I can see here on your scans, it's growing back, but it doesn't excite me enough to do another surgery. I think you should just go do IVF. Just go get pregnant. There's no better treatment for endometriosis than pregnancy. And something awoken in me at 37, where I went, that makes me fucking mad. That doesn't sound right. And that makes me so angry.
Yeah.
And something awoken in me, and I swear I'm not the same person after that. Because I don't know where it came from that made me go, no. I felt it in my body. They always say like your body knows before the brain does, right? Like now this is my baseline is what does my body feel? My brain will then assess that and unpack that, and I'll arrive at the right decision because the body knows. My body became so hot. My face was flushed. I felt sick. I was so angry. And I just knew it wasn't right. And that gave me the drive to, thank God, get the proper care so that I can sit here today and say, I got the surgery that I needed.
Yeah.
I feel good. You know, it's 6 months out, but as far as I know, there is not endo present in my body, and, you know, we'll keep checking in on it or whatever. But where I am now, as opposed to 6 months ago, if I hadn't found my voice, I feel like that endo moment helped me find my voice. I would have just said, that doesn't sound right, but okay, I'll go do IVF. And then it probably would have made my endo worse because I had raging endo in there when they cut me open.
And how did you deal with that doctor in the moment, or even after? Did you leave the office and have a moment and be like, I need to fire his ass?
No,
or like,
I still was people pleaser Janel of just going, okay, doctor, all right. And then cried and was mad in the car, you know, calling my family being like, I'm mad. But no. And, you know, it's like one of those things where, to be honest, I'm not even sure it's his fault. That's what I'm saying is I don't know whose fault it is, but these gynos are not being given the most recent research. I've spoken to so many endo specialists. They're all saying the same thing. This is all new research in the last 10 years. He's operating on research from 10 years ago. They did think it was a period disease. They did think it was like period blood that was flowing backwards and then getting stuck and then just hardening.
I'm just confused though, because I just want to push back. Like we have all these GPL, what are those shots?
GLP-1s.
We have all these GLP-1s that all seem very new technology. It's helping, people with type 2 diabetes, and it's helping people with all these kind of things. That's new, right? I mean, I'm not a scientist, but like that's pretty new, and it seems pretty widespread, and it seems pretty everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, like, okay, 10 years, that's pretty new, but it's also not brand new. And we have a thing called the internet, and we have email. We're not doing facts in the freaking Western Fargo with the horse and carriage. Like, why is the information not getting out?
I don't know, but it's wild.
And I don't want to be like, I do want to be. I want to be like, it's a woman's issue. And is that why it's going so fucking slow?
Probably. You know, there's only 100 surgeons in the U.S. that can do the type of surgery that I got.
That blows my mind.
100 in the country.
And I wonder how much, that blows my mind. That blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. But I really will say, like, again, I love this therapy session. But I think from that moment of me going, no.
Yeah.
And like finding my voice and getting mad.
Yeah.
For my sake and for the sake of all of us other women, that really did help me not only find my voice, but like sort of overcome the impulse to people please to my detriment.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I don't know. You asked, like, does it change the way I walk in the world? Yes. Because now I feel like I am able to find my voice and say, that doesn't work for me. I choose something different.
I love that for you.
Because that's what I had to do. If I had said yes, my endo would be a million times worse. Now I needed surgery immediately and I got it. If I hadn't said, no, I'm not going there, I'm going to go this way, I wouldn't be sitting here going, as far as I know, I have no endo right now. And it does change the way I walk into the world. Because after that, I went, well, I could do that.
What else can you do?
Why am I sitting, living a life that doesn't feel aligned with who I am?
Yeah.
I'm going to go where it feels good. I'm going to follow my joy. I'm going to follow her. Like, I feel like something just awakened in me where I was like, no more sort of like saying yes for the sake of pleasing other people. I'm going to say yes to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yes for what feels good to me.
I love that you're going to follow her, and her is you.
Yeah.
And you might love things, but you need to love yourself the most.
That's it. Yeah.
And you need to be there for yourself the most.
Yeah.
And then I have a feeling you then get the love that you really deserve.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think beautiful things happen when you choose yourself. I really do. And I think like when we are in alignment with the life that we want to be living, like I think like beautiful things happen, like miracles can happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm seeing that, and I feel really grateful for that.
And sometimes I just feel like the hardest moments are allowing what we know as comfortable, but not good necessarily, just comfortable, allowing those circumstances to burn.
Yeah.
So that we can then regrow.
Yeah. I do think that. I think that like there's something really beautiful about going, I can pivot.
Yeah.
I can go this way over here. What's that like?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I wouldn't have found that strength if this endo stuff hadn't happened.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't have found that voice that went, oh, it doesn't feel good in my body.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to actually stand up for myself and like, try something new.
It sounds like you are also different in the world because you're leading with your body.
Yeah.
And your mind is second.
Yeah. I think it's really nice. I mean, that's what my therapist had said to me. And she was like, okay, if this starts to spin, she's like, just close your eyes and like feel into your body. Like if I ask you something and I say, how does this feel? Like immediately your body goes, yes or no.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that's such a like really nice way to know how you authentically feel about something.
Yeah, staying in the body is pretty
crucial.
and we spend so much time in our brain.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
It's so good to, I mean, I respect you so much.
But thank you for giving me the space to talk about this kind of stuff. I think it's scary stuff to talk about, but it's so real. And I think we can all kind of relate to, I don't know, like the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
And like the beauty of sort of finding our voice and I don't know, like walking towards alignment and joy
together.
Yeah.
And just knowing you're not alone.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a huge deal to put yourself out there and make people know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
In the dark.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're the best. I love you. Oh, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh. So that is the end of the episode, but obviously it's just the beginning of the conversation. I want to thank Janel again for coming
for having me.
Oh my gosh, for making women who, I'm going to cry, who regularly feel invisible, feel seen.
Oh,
thank you.
I know we are here and we deserve to be seen and we deserve to feel seen and heard and loved and we deserve to stand up for ourselves.
Yes.
ASMR.
So thank you again for coming. And please put in the comments what you're going through. We would love to hear from you and support you. Oh, everybody embrace the chaos. But remember to breathe. Oh, hui ho. Thanks for coming. This episode was produced by Jill Dickerson and Kimberly Rose Kaiolani Wolter. Technical producer, Daniel Asmalash. Social media manager, Benjamin Pola. Music by Mary J. Madden. Promotional consideration provided by the Park Shore Waikiki Hotel. We want to thank our friends and family who continue to support us. Mahalo for listening. Ahui ho! Still I climb back.